strange about the statue. Look over it with great care.
As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark.
That shrine seems to have brought me here.
These guys are all asleep. Okay. Amadia. That's the one that we keep seeing her face everywhere. On all these statues.
You walk towards the figure on the dais, but wisps of mist start to cloud your vision. With each step, the mist gets thicker, hiding the figure from sight.
Thane? Thane!
You know where it is? You know that voice? Rush towards it?
You push through the fog, chasing the voice at breakneck speed. You trip and start to fall, but catch yourself against a bookcase? You look around in shock as the mist clears. You are standing in a library. Your library. You hear a cough behind you and turn to see your assistant, Harina. She hands you a thick book, Observations on the Universal Veil. You look at her in confusion as she explains, "You asked me to bring you your research, Master Fane, for your guest." As you walk through the library, Harina expresses her condolences. It is a shame that the king forbade further investigation into the veil. It was a fascinating topic. She leads you to a door, your study, and pushes it open to introduce your visitor. You step through the door and see the Lady Amadia, one of the 7 lords.
Ask what the woman is doing here?
You turn, but your assistant is gone. The door is closed. You are alone with this unexpected visitor.
I must say, you created quite a stir earlier, dear Fane. The other lords and I were quite impressed with your research.
In the background above me, you can see the other lords are fighting one another, looks like.
We believe the king's decree that you should not investigate the veil was misguided. We would like to view more of your research. And I see you have already brought me some reading material. Kindly give it here, my boy.
Ask her what she's doing here exactly. The king forbade any further work on this.
The king, the king. Is he truly all our people ever talk about? What of knowledge, young one? What of discovery?
She snatches the book from your hands, thumbing through it, engrossed by your research.
Yes, quite fascinating. A barrier of pure source. Do you truly think this veil is the key to unlocking a new future?
Proclaim that the veil is the single greatest discovery in history. It seems to hide unimaginable power.
Yes, so we gathered. We found it strange that the king would refuse you the chance to explore something that could be so beneficial to our people. But perhaps there are still paths we can walk. Perhaps.
There is a crash of timber behind you, and you can feel hands grabbing you. You are dragged backwards as Amadia screams. The screams fade to nothing, as does the scene before you. You're standing on the cold, glowing stone once more, with Lady Amadia before you.
Fane, darling Fane. I had to know. I had to be sure. If you were not who you claimed, it could have been a disaster.
That was some stupid test. Snap that she could have just quizzed you. You've kept pets smarter than the mortals you've met. A disaster? Who do you think I could have been?
Who? Anyone, my child. Anyone could be a threat. No one in this world has escaped the madness unleashed by the king.
Madness demands she tells you what's going on.
We know why the king forbade your research.
Go on.
He already knew about the veil, Fane. He was draining its power, leeching from it to build up his own strength. When we confronted him about this betrayal, he used his power to try and subdue us, to turn us to slaves.
The king wanted to enslave his own people? That doesn't make sense.
He wasn't satisfied with our fealty. He wanted total control. His madness for power knew no limits.
You gotta watch out for people like that.
We fought, of course. The king scorched our land, but by uniting, we overcame his evil. He was banished beyond the veil he had tried to subvert, but our victory was hollow. Our people, oh my child, they were erased, destroyed utterly. We seven were all that remained.
Well, for Fane, this is gonna hit him like a warhammer to the chest. Gone. It can't be. Your people.
I fear that it is. But you must steel yourself. The fight is not yet done.
It probably is for Fane after hearing that.
For centuries, the king has been searching for a way back into our world. And beyond the veil, he found the force that could help him do it. The Void. The moment we discovered the Void, we understood the veil was created to hold it at bay by powers even more ancient than us. But thanks to the king, that evil has been seeping through the cracks. We have contained both ever since, but now, alas, they are winning.
What changed?
I fear we are no longer united. I fear, well...
Amadia turns and gestures to the scene behind her. Down below, you can see the 6 other gods fighting, clawing at each other, everyone desperately trying to get the upper hand.
Yep.
Over the centuries, the drip of void into this world corrupted the others while they played with their mortal races. I fear it is too late for them. For us. But you, Fane, you have been untouched by it all. The world needs a power to protect it, and you are the key, Fane. But you have fallen so far.
You have not felt whole for many centuries.
You will feel whole once again, child. You have my word. I will guide you, but first you must return to the world and escape that island.
Ah, yes.
But you
the
will
island.
return more powerful. As your first step towards righting the wrongs of this world, I grant you my blessing and give you the ability to bless in turn.
Nice.
Amadia stretches her hand out, and you feel a warm glow spread through your bones. You feel a sensation that you have not felt in a very, very long time.
You may have noticed I have tried to help you on your journey, that I can bless the very water beneath your feet. Now you have that power for yourself.
All right.
And this is only the beginning. More and greater powers await you, if only you will seek them. And seek them you must. But before you begin, a word of warning. I gather that you travel with a pack of these lesser creatures.
Yes.
It is only natural after so long spent alone. But you must be wary. Some of these creatures are more dangerous than they seem. They are God-woken, the chosen champions of the other 6 gods. They will walk the same path as you, but they cannot be allowed to reach its end. You must be the one. Only one can wield the power to stop the king. Only you, Fane.
She lays her hand on your skull, and you see it clearly. The others, the gods, Amadia, and you. You are her chosen. You are her God-woken.
So go forth into the world with my blessing, dear one. Heed my words and go.
So, that's kind of like a big reveal. Oh, Sir Loyal. Sir Loyal wants to talk.
Branches, we've returned. Every second we spent in that hellish place was a second the great acorn drew closer. Interesting. You thought it was interesting, Quercus. Do you know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom, seeing the giant races fall like leaves in frost, hearing the screams of... don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly calm. Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to stop the Great Acorn, not hide from it.
Saving the world is no small task. Ask how I can help you.
It's already helping more than it knows, Quercus. The fate of the world depends on our ability to research a spell to protect Rivellon. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different magics, and come up with a spell to shield Rivellon from its doom. Of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being eaten by the servants of the Great Acorn. And that is where our big, foolhardy shield comes in.
Excellent. You've got enough to worry about. Let him take care of the Grand Nut.
Grand Nut! It's the Great Acorn! Quercus! Quercus! Savage the wretched giant for its blasphemy!
Squirrel man.
No! I am not going to share our magic with it. I don't care how much you like it, Quercus. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one spell, if it will keep you happy. One!
The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your mind open. You can see the forces of magic and see how to combine them in a new way.
There, maybe now your pet will have a fighting chance. Yes, yes, you're welcome. But can we please get on and save the world now?
Yes. Yes, we can. Erratic Wisp. Amazing. Alright, I'm going to save it here. I got some groceries that will be arriving shortly, so I'm going to take a... Let's figure out how to get out of here. A lever. That'll do it. Alright, so I think, whoops, we need to link back up. Not run off without Fane. Let's go ahead and go back to Amadia's Sanctuary.
I can make this work. Maybe.
He looks
Go ahead
up
and sell
from his
this
work
guy.
and grins.
We have 100 with him.
Help you?
Let's go ahead and load up Fane with all the goodies. Even with that strength we gave him, he still gets full super fast and encumbered. Pixie dust, bone dust combined with...
Get those weapons into shape. We'll need them.
As you wish.
Big tongs
Get those
roped
weapons into
together.
shape. We'll need them.
As you command.
Big tongs roped together. Bowstring. 5 staves. Couple of wands. A shiv. Let's go ahead and make more healing potions. Let's go ahead and make a couple of poison bottles. Make these small armor. Medium armor. Is there no more medium potions? We're gonna make the shocking arrowheads with the teeth.
I can make this work. Maybe.
Make the leather scraps. Make the tongs. Cheese bread dough. Yes, please. Apple pie dough. Fish pie.
This one might serve, but not for long.
Objects. 2 long branches, yes.
This
Long
may do some damage before it breaks
Make
forever.
some more lockpicks. We're going to make 4 short sticks.
Get those weapons into shape.
And
We'll
some
need them.
arrow shafts and some shocking arrows.
Yes, sir. This
The
one.
reason I'm crafting all this stuff right now is to sell it for a profit. I'm taking all the junk that we've collected over the course of the run so far, and I'm condensing it down into materials. We can make resurrection scrolls. Let's do that. We need all the all the resurrection scrolls we can get, because people are going to die. Alright, so I think that's everything. Fane is absolutely unable to move. So we need to get this guy closer. Gareth.
What word do you bring?
100% on Gareth, good. He's got a lot of gold.
I can make this work. Maybe.
I don't think there's anything we really need. I guess we'll get the poison dart for Sibyl.
I can make this work.
There's really nothing else I need for Beast. Keeping that up. We got a lot of extra gold to get rid of.
This may do some damage before it
Take
breaks
all these
forever.
off.
This one might
Some of the
serve,
paintings.
but not for long.
There we go. Plus 15 gold we can leech out of him somehow. Boom. We'll sell the poison potato.
This may do some damage before it breaks forever.
Perfect. Inform Gareth that you've managed to find a wand that will see the Shriekers dead.
As you wish.
We're not going to do that yet. We're going to talk to Gratiana before we...
Make the blades sharp and
As
true.
they search for the soul jars in
forward.
your name.
Ooh, I need to go see if that lady with the fire has more fire abilities.
Have you found them? Did you bring the soul jars?
I've been to the vault, recovered the wand.
You have. That's wonderful, of course. But tell me, did you see anything else? Did you find any soul jars?
She's really into these soul jars. Yes. But you have questions.
Questions? There is no time for questions. Just
It's
give
starting
me
to
the
turn. Observe that she seems to be very keen to get her hands on these soul jars.
You don't understand. You couldn't understand. Please, I need it. Please give it to me.
Why is she so impatient? What you hiding?
Hiding. Impatient.
She reaches up and tears off her mask, revealing a wet skull, stained by centuries. You stare into the empty eye sockets of the undead creature before you.
You dare speak to me of hiding? You dare speak to me of patience?
See? I knew something was going on with this lady.
I have waited centuries, watching lives come and go, while my soul lies locked in a cage. I have been patient enough. Return to me what is mine. Return my soul, you insolent pup!
Should I break it? Let's just give it to her and see what happens. If he turns, we'll deal with her.
She reaches greedily for the jar, tearing the cap off. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Gratiana.
By Armadia, I feel...
Oh, she gave us attitude.
I feel... wet. Oh, goddess.
Oh my.
I can feel your tears upon my face.
Oh, different kind of wet. Okay. What happened?
I suppose you deserve to know. Before I knew Armadia's grace, I was a very different person. I was the concubine of Rackus Rex.
You ho. Tell me more.
But more than his lover, I was his partner. I discovered his power to feed on the source of others, and I allowed it to... No, I made it happen.
Why would you do that?
You don't understand. No one understands. My heart held such fear, but with Brachus I was safe. He needed me. And as his strength grew, so too did mine. There is nothing you cannot do when you sit on the lap of a powerful king. And I did it all.
You're wondering what I'm doing. I'm petting a cat. This is Moon Moon. He is a butt face. Let's take a moment here to bring up the big screen. Just a second. Boop. Maybe you can see it a little bit easier here. This big old butt face. He's a black cat, and he's got a shock collar on. He's still learning not to be a jerk and tear stuff up. And you need to stay out the counter too, don't you? And just like that, he's gone. We have 2 black cats. One is 19, one is 2. And everybody thinks we have 1 because they look identical. It's all part of the plan. Yeah.
But power changes a man as he changes his nation. Brachus grew paranoid, angry, murderous.
What did you expect? You led him down a dark path.
Armadia, forgive me. It's true. As he grew distant, I just pushed harder. I gave him more and more, trying to win him back to me. I offered him the source of whole villages. He devoured and demanded more.
What a jerk.
The lands outside were once green and beautiful, until I came, until I turned them over to him. Now all's poison, and the dead are restless.
Whatever crime you committed in the past, you're making up for it now.
Armadia is merciful in her love.
Credit where credit is due.
I found this shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the goddess weeping for her children, and I wept too.
Rest a hand on her shoulder and tell her that you're glad she found her way.
She pauses for a moment. If she had eyes, you're sure she'd be wiping them.
Through Armadia, I saw my sins, and I could bear it no longer. I threw myself from the cliff at the entrance. I tried to rid the world of my evil, but Brachus would not allow it. He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes, locked my soul away, and demanded my obedience. Even in death, he commanded me.
How'd you escape?
Only when 2 source hunters ended his curse was I free. Since then, I have returned here and spent centuries trying to heal the pain I've caused. And now...
She drops the now empty soul jar to the ground, smashing it to pieces with her foot.
You have my thanks, brother.
It was a pleasure. Bye.
Thank you for your wisdom and for your bravery. Go in Armadia's grace, friend.
Hey, quest rewards. Love it. Some really good boots, actually. We need some boots. +1 thievery strength gloves. Ooh. We're fine with the magic. It's okay. Need these boots though.
Told you, lass. We'll be heading home in no time.
So I need to sell all these items.
Glad you're with us, Leia.
Princess Leia.
Blessed Armadia, grant these soldiers your protection.
Gareth's back. He's here to
I
take us
pray
home.
you will strengthen their spells and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them
We need to
safe.
put poison
I
dart
pray
on her.
it in your name.
Let's get rid of sabotage now that we're looking at it.
Told you
That's
last.
terrible.
We'll be heading home in no time.
What did we take off originally? Adrenaline? That's fine. Put in poison dart. Poison dart's good at healing vein or attacking enemies. We got crap boots on this guy. He does have a buttload of defense. 106.
Did you see?
+2
Gareth's
initiative.
back. He's here to take us home.
You have crap boots. Let's put it on you. 3 boot or 3 armor.
Blessed Armadi, grant these
That's it.
soldiers your protection.
Told you last.
I pray you will strengthen their spells and
Guess
set
we run
their
over and
blades
talk to the fire vendor.
You did what you could.
Over here somewhere.
I failed.
My Lucian's locked. Stop fidgeting, lad.
It was their time.
Heal someone. There you go, lady. Beast. Heal on. Everybody
My
else will
Lucian's
die.
locked. Stop fidgeting, lad.
Samadil.
Gareth's back, and he's going to get us out of here.
We want fireball. Oh. We want fireball. And spontaneous combustion. For the other lady. That's really all we want.
Keep your chin up, kid.
Chin officially up, Sir Gareth.
Gonna buy haste as well. Go ahead and sell the rain scrolls. We don't need those. We don't need electric discharge. We have that. Teleport we'll keep because that could be handy. Haste scrolls we don't need. Fortify we'll keep just in case. Armor of Frost we'll keep. And we don't need the trap disarming kits. I don't think we've ever used one. Okay, so that's done. Accept. We will do you, combustion, fireball. Perfect. Give that to Sabine. Auto sorts. We still have a couple items to sell. Jump to the main character. 120, and we're over 120 now. So let's split these and combine.
You did all that you could for
Mediums as well.
We're grateful.
So now we have potions that are like full heal potions.
They died knowing they were loved.
Potions. Let's go ahead and make as many potions as we can. Make another large. Healing, just straight healing potion. Healing potion is 290. Okay. So go back in here, go to potions, go to healing potion. Take as many of these as I can. I guess that's it. We're not gonna really worry about the resistance potions right now. We're not really fighting elemental creatures too much. I guess now we tell Gareth it's time to go. wherever he went.